Good evening, everybody. My name is Spatial Armaments and welcome back to another mod showcase. Well, in this case, it's an Addon showcase. This is the Heroes Addon, created by Nexo and Mass Attack 52. Heroes Addon is a 1.20.1 Forge and Fabric addon that adds special abilities and powers into Minecraft. Inspired by the 2006 American series Heroes, in which normal people suddenly start developing strange abilities and the adventures they go through. Let's get into what every kid and, well, teenager and, adult and, me has always wanted to get superpowers. In this addon, you get a 40% chance to spawn into a world with enhanced DNA, which means there's a baby superpower growing inside of you. Congratulations! From what I understand, in the series, and from what I can remember, the powers are somehow linked to solar eclipses. But, well, we don't really have that in Minecraft, so we'll have to settle for the next best thing. The new moon. If you get enhanced DNA, then when the new moon appears, then you will get powers and they will awaken. Psst. If you want to spawn the new moon, just do /time set 11,000. Like this. And there's the new moon. As you can see, I haven't been blessed with powers, unfortunately. Maybe next time. This addon adds 23 superpowers that you can get. But before we get into every power, we have to address the possibility that you will spawn as a powerless, pathetic, normie muggle. Like me in this case. So if you do, you will have to acquire your powers a different way. By using science! First thing you will need as a powerless nerd is the compound A.L.X. Crafted with 1 copper ingot, 1 lava bucket, 1 nether quartz, 1 nautilus shell, 1 honeycomb, and 1 ender pearl. There you go. We got the compound A.L.X. crystal. Don't worry, despite its name and high levels of radiation, it's probably harmless, I've been told. After you get the compound, you will need to put it in a bottle, like so. Just very easily, boom. We got a vial. And after that, you'll need to put it in a blast furnace. Cook it! Blast it with fire! And boom, you'll get a formula vial, which is what you will need to become an enhanced human. Next thing you'll need is an injector to put the strange liquid into your veins. You can craft it with 2 iron ingots, 3 iron nuggets, and 1 polished blackstone button, like so. And that's how you get the injector. Warning, don't inject weird fluids into your body without consulting your doctor first. If for some reason you decide that that's enough hard work for you, you can inject the unfinished formula into yourself and it will give you powers. However, it will also give you permanent side effects, told you so. Okay, so like I told you, there's 2 ways to get superpowers if you don't spawn with them. The first one is with the formula vial that will give you side effects, right? I'm just gonna go ahead and inject it. So in order to inject it, you put it in your left hand and then you right click with the injector and then you just inject yourself. Hit! Ow! Okay, as you can see, these are pretty bad. This is the side effect of the normal injection. This is one of the many side effects that you can get. But I did get a power. I actually got ability replication. Nice. Okay. This is actually really good, but we'll talk about it later. The point is, from what I've been able to gather, there's 2 ways to get the powers without the side effects. The first one is to inject yourself with the normal formula, then get the Catalyst, which is another power that you can get. And you can get the Catalyst Vial. Oh god, this is really... Okay, whatever. Get 2 Popcorus fruits, or Chorus fruits, you know, the fruits from the end. 1 nether star, 2 A.L.X. crystals, 1 god apple, 2 wither roses, and 1 dragon's breath to get the Catalyst. And this is the other power that you'll need in order to remove the side effects. So you inject yourself with this. This will affect your genetic stability, but you will be able to remove the side effects, as you can see. So if we go into my powers, I have the Catalyst and I have ability replication. So that's the first way that I found in order to remove the side effects. The other way is to do it the other way around, if you can understand that. The other way that you can get your powers without the side effects is you first get the Catalyst Vial that I have right here, inject yourself with it, which will give you the catalyst, and then make a formula vial, a normal formula vial, hold it in your hand, and use the second ability of the catalyst in order to create the catalyzed formula. And this will give you powers without any side effects. Let's see what I got. I got parallel processing, which is a power we'll talk about later. But those are the two ways that I found in order to get the powers without the side effects. Okay, let's continue. As an evolved, you will notice two things. 1, a new bar at the top of the screen, and 2, a new button in your menu. Here we go. Let's start with the bar. The circle represents your abilities. Normally, it's flowing and burning bright, but during a new moon, your powers will be suppressed and you will be normal. The DNA strand represents your power stamina. This gets depleted the more you use your powers, and will fill up naturally after you start depleting it. So, for example, I just got the biological flight potential. Through either natural or artificial means, you've obtained the ability that others would deem impossible. You've gained the ability to defy the laws of gravity and can now maneuver freely through space and at varying speeds. As you can see, this is not my creative stuff. This is just my power being used. But you'll notice two things about the bar. First, it's going down because now I'm flying. Okay, so now I'm a baby flyer. So it's a little scary to fly, as you can probably tell. And the other thing that you might notice is that at the bar, there is a little circle at the bottom. That's called a concentration point. Basically, when you're using a power, some of the abilities that you use will require you to use concentration points. As you can see, now it's not being used. Basically, if you go over the concentration points, let's say you get a power, right? Like, I don't know, a power in which you transform into something. So you'll transform as one concentration point and then you use one of your abilities. Let's say you throw fireballs, I don't know. So that's a second concentration point. If you only have one, then your brain will like kind of short circuit and you'll stop using your powers for a while. It's like a leg cramp, you know? The powers are physical abilities, so they also have a limit. Also, if you deplete all your stamina, like you see it's going down right now, yeah. If you deplete it completely, then you won't be able to use your powers, and you'll also be weakened for a little bit. Now, before we get into the powers that you can get in this mod, you should know one more detail, one small little detail. And that is, superpowers are super fun and all, but they make your DNA super unstable too. Just think about it, you're nature's first attempt at this new mutation. You're the first of many. So of course, it's like when you're making pancakes, you know? The first one is always gonna come out crooked and horrible and very non-appetizing. It's kind of the same with you. So, in order to tell how your DNA is doing, you'll need to craft a genetic sequencer. Okay, as you can see, I just strained too much my powers, so ow. My stamina has been depleted and I cannot use my powers for a little bit. Well, I'm using the creative powers though, so ignore that. There we go. As you can see, it's slowly filling back up. To craft that genetic sequencer once more, you'll need 1 ink sac, 1 sea lantern, 4 iron ingots, like so, 1 red stained glass pane, and 1 quartz circuit. Oh, there you go. There's the recipe. And you'll get the genetic sequencer. In order to do the quartz circuit, let me show you real quick. It's really easy. You just need 2 copper ingots, like so, 2 nether quartz, and 2 iron ingots, like so, and boom. Okay, maybe it was the other way around. Oh no. Ah, there we go. Other way around. Iron, quartz, and copper. And you'll get your quartz circuit in order to get the genetic sequencer. And let's check my DNA. It's at Genetic stability is up to 95%, and I have genetic markers, Levitation, which is my normal power, and I also have Catalyst thanks to the Catalyst formula. It's a little complicated, but it's fine. Now, you want to keep your genetic stability above 60%. If you go below that, you'll start presenting some, let's call them detrimental effects. Basically, your DNA is gonna go haywire. It's gonna be like, I don't like this, and it's gonna try to save you, and by saving you, it means you're gonna get bad stuff happening to you. Your DNA is gonna do bad stuff to your body, so don't mess with your DNA. Leave it alone. It's doing you good, I've heard. Anyway, inside your new power stuff, you will see that you can improve your powers. In order to do this, you will need XP. I believe they will change it in the future, but for the time being, it's XP. I'm locked in. Alright, that should be enough. I will unlock aerial adaptation. You are more confident with your abilities and as such are able to move faster in the air. It's 15 experience levels, so boom. Now I'm a little faster in the air. Still scary. There we go. Let's see what else we can do. Flight stability. With more experience, you have learned how to fly much quicker. Okay. Okay. See, I'm learning. 20 flight. I don't know what the brain is. Huh. Alright. I guess... Oh, I see. Okay. So this one works a little bit different than the others. Sorry, I didn't know this. Okay, so basically, I got flight control, and now I can limit at what speed I want to go. So if I want to go at a 100 speed, I can go. Hey, come on. Is this as fast as I can go? This is embarrassing. I don't know. I guess I can't expect it to go like Superman. Maybe I'm not pressing the correct button. If you guys know the correct button, let me know. But I'm like pressing everything, and this is as fast as I can go. Or maybe this is limited by... Okay, so something I forgot to mention is that you won't be like as good with your powers like immediately. You won't be good with your powers immediately. Your stamina is still small, your concentration points are only 1, and your body's not used to your new powers. So it's like a muscle. All of those 3 are like a muscle. The more you use them, the more you will get. You get me? If you train more, then you'll become better at using them. So if you go use more of your stamina, if you deplete it, not completely deplete it, but if you use it, then you will get more. Your body will, your stamina well inside your body will get bigger, and you will be able to gather up more stamina, which means that you can use your powers much longer. Same with your concentration points, and same with your powers. The more you use them, the better you will get at them. So maybe this is one of those situations where I'm just not as good with my powers just yet, and I have improved my powers, but I haven't improved my body's ability to use my power. Does that make sense? Don't worry, it does make sense. Now, I will show you the upper limits of all the powers, but you need to remember that in order for your powers to be really strong, you need to train your stamina, your concentration points, your power itself, and also train your body to get accustomed to the new abilities. Now, let's get into the powers. Let's go over the simple abilities and then we'll get into the more complicated abilities. One thing you need to know is that these abilities can be toggled on or off from your powers menu. Water walking gives you the power to control the surface tension of any body of water in order to easily walk on its surface. Water breathing gives you the ability to mutate your lungs in order to absorb the oxygen from water. This allows you to breathe as easily underwater as in land. Chromatic Synthesis. This power allows you to secrete any colored dye from your hands. You can use these dyes to give more color to the world. Gold Mimicry allows your body to replicate the attributes of gold. This in turn makes you stronger, more resilient, and gives you a shiny protective shell. Luminescence gives your cells the ability to give off light. This means your cells will light up even in the darkest nights. Suffocation Immunity allows your cells to store a nearly infinite amount of oxygen within them, effectively allowing you to hold your breath indefinitely. Night Vision gives your eyes the ability to see even in pitch black environments. Wall Crawling covers your palms and feet with a layer of micro hooks that allow you to stick to any surface. Age shifting gives you the ability to control the lifespan of your cells. You can rejuvenate them till you turn into a baby, or speed up their dying process to quickly age. String creation allows you to create an infinite supply of string from your fingertips. Attract small objects gives you the ability to attract drop items from farther away. Bone claws gives you a set of retractable bones stored in your forearms. Like any bone, these bone claws can break. Not to worry, drinking a couple buckets of milk will give your body enough calcium to regenerate your bone claws. Now let's get into the more complicated powers that you can get. Kitsune Mimicry. Just like Naruto, this power lets you harness the power of the nine-tailed fox spirit. With your first ability, you can gradually release more tails to become more powerful. If you crouch and use this ability, you can reseal your tails and turn back into a human. This fox spirit form gives you night vision and gives you armor. It also makes you faster, and you will also run like an animal. This will allow you to run into 1 block tall tunnels. Second ability gives you spirit fireballs that you can throw. They won't burn structures or you, just your enemies. Third ability lets you shoot a spirit bomb of negative energy when you're in your fox spirit form. Fourth ability lets you turn invisible to hide from your enemies. Fifth ability lets you create shadow clones that will draw away your enemies. If you crouch, you will be able to see more of your abilities. Sixth ability lets you create a powerful electric shock that will electrocute anyone around you. Seventh ability lets you heal your allies. And your final ability lets you fly. You can also change the color of your spirit form by using the command /scoreboard players set your name and then heroes.kitsune_mimicry.color, and then you choose between 1 and 20. Space-time manipulation. Get the power to control time and space. Your first ability lets you teleport. At first you'll have no control over this power, but after leveling it up, you can teleport to where you are looking by tapping, or you can hold it to see where you'll teleport. Your second ability lets you skip forward in time, or if you hold the ability and crouch, you'll skip back in time. Your third ability lets you shoot a spatial blade that cuts through atoms. Your fourth ability lets you slow down the time around you. If you crouch, you will be able to see more of your abilities. With your fifth ability, you can phase out of reality and reappear where you go to. Your sixth ability lets you rewind your items, which means you can repair your damaged tools and weapons. Your seventh ability lets you use the infinite space between atoms to avoid any attack. This basically makes you invulnerable while fighting. Your eighth ability lets you stop time completely all around you. You can also teleport to a specified location using the command /spatial travel and then your X, Y, and Z coordinates. Be careful though, as the farther you travel, the more stamina it will take to teleport you. Rapid Cellular Regeneration. This power allows you to regenerate basically any damage you sustain, even death. Regenerative Segmentation. This power not only gives you extreme regeneration, but it also allows you to take advantage of your super regeneration to turn your body into a weapon. By increasing the rate at which you regenerate blood in a specific part of your body, you are able to increase the pressure and shoot your limbs, or you can also prepare yourself in the air with your blood. Your first ability lets you shoot your fingers as bullets. Your second ability lets you dislocate your arm and shoot it into your enemies. Your third ability lets you continuously destroy your hands in order to shoot a wall of highly pressurized blood that destroys anyone in its path. If you crouch and use the third ability, you will create blood blades that protrude from your arms to attack. Your fourth ability lets you explode your feet to propel yourself into the air. If you press jump twice, you will continuously destroy your feet to propel yourself with highly pressurized blood. This allows you to fly through the air. Your fifth ability displays different body parts you can explode. If you crouch and press your fifth ability, you can toggle your regeneration. This will allow you to control if you want your body to automatically regenerate after exploding, or if you want to be a flying head, you can do that too. If you crouch after using your fifth ability to display your exploding bits, it will give you more options to destroy your body. Using the first one will explode your whole body to propel your head into the air. Empathic Mimicry. This power allows you to use the powers of superpower individuals that are near you with no effect to your genetic stability. At higher levels, you can even recall the powers you have encountered in the past. Intuitive Aptitude. This power allows you to analyze how superpowers work by dissecting the brains of superpowered individuals. This means that if you kill a super and get their brain, you can study it to find the source of their powers, and your own brain will change its structure to mimic the one of the super. At higher levels, you don't even need to dissect the brains. Just by getting to know a superpower individual and slowly analyzing how they function as a person, you will be able to gain their power. As a bonus, the powers that you acquire through Intuitive Aptitude will affect your genetic stability way less than the original powers. Ability Absorption. Gain the power to steal other people's abilities to use as your own. To steal a power, you'll need to stand close to a superpower individual while using your steal ability for a couple seconds to steal it. Be careful though, while using your steal ability you will emit a really loud noise, so stealth is gonna be tricky. You'll also need to have at least 50% more stamina than the person in order to steal their power, otherwise you won't be able to steal the power. Ability Transferal. This will give you the ability to transfer a power you have to another entity. Hold down your transfer ability and scroll through the powers to choose what power you want to transfer. Be careful though, your transfer ability will only show you a symbol that represents each power, so make sure to pause the video here, learn all the symbols, so you don't accidentally transfer the wrong power. Augmented Movement Potential. This power grants you super speed and enhanced reflexes. Your first two abilities let you increase or decrease your max speed. Your third ability unleashes consecutive normal blows at incredible speeds. Your fourth ability lets you toggle your enhanced reflexes. This allows you to automatically avoid incoming attacks. Your fifth ability lets you toggle the ability to run up walls. Parallel Processing. This power expands your mind, so you are able to juggle multiple thought processes at the same time. In other words, you get 2 more concentration points that you can use. Super useful power to have in combination with other powers. Ability Replication. This power gives you replication slots that you can fill with the powers of other people. When you first get this power, you will get a certain number of replication slots you can fill with different powers. Pyrokinesis. This power allows you to control the fire element. Your first ability allows you to hold a little fireball that lights up your way, and you can also throw it by right-clicking. You can also smelt ores or cook food by using your first ability while holding one of these items. The more items you have in the stack will mean that it will take longer to cook or smelt them. Your second ability lets you shoot a stream of fire that burns anything in its path. Your third ability lets you create a wall of fire that burns any entity that touches it. Your fourth ability lets you focus all your firepower into a single cyclone fire that will burn anything in its path. Your fifth ability gives a fire boost to your jumps. This allows you to prepare yourself with a burst of flames through the air. Careful though, this doesn't negate fall damage. Once you get to a high enough level, you will turn immune to your flames, and at the highest level, your flames will become so powerful that their color will change into a blue hue. Levitation. This power grants you the ability to fly through the air. By double jumping, you will hover in the air, and the more you train your power, the faster you will go. Induce muscle expansion. This power allows you to exponentially increase the size of your muscle fibers in order to become stronger. Your first ability lets you expand your muscles, which gives you increased size and strength. Once you unlock more muscle expansion phases, you can choose which one you will become by crouching and using your first ability. In muscle expansion phase 1, you will become much stronger and bigger. In muscle expansion phase 2, you will get the ability to block and will also grow larger and stronger. In muscle expansion phase 3, you will get the ability to slam the ground to create a devastating shockwave. You will also further increase in size and strength. And finally, in muscle expansion phase 4, you will achieve your largest and most powerful form. Geokinetic Armor. This power gives you the ability to manifest the attributes of different rocks on your skin. This means that you will get an armor made of the rock that you are emulating. This power needs you to be close to a rocky material in order to work. Your first ability lets you create armor on your legs, arms, torso, and head. You can cycle through them with your second ability, or you can also crouch and use your first ability to quickly form a full set of armor, or you can also dispel it with the same process. Your third ability lets you block incoming damage. Your fourth ability lets you toggle a disc of the same material as your armor you can spawn by double jumping. You can use this disc to fly. Your fifth ability lets you create rock formations that gravitate around you. You can throw these formations to do devastating damage. While you have your armor on, you can right click with your hand to throw a powerful punch, or you can left click to shoot small shards of your armor. Cryokinetic Armory. This power gives you the ability to pull moisture from the air to form frozen weapons and tools. Your first ability lets you create a sword, a shield, an axe, a pickaxe, or a spear. Your second ability lets you cycle through all the ice formations you can create. Once you unlock your third ability, you will be able to combine two of your ice creations to create a more powerful tool. You can do this by holding one of your ice creations in your offhand and then having the other tool on your normal hand and pressing the third ability. At first, your tools will melt if not on your hands, but the more you train your ability, you can get to a point where you will be able to hand your ice creations to other people. At the highest level, you will be able to create your creations even in environments that have no moisture in the air, like the Nether. However, you will only be able to do this by using your own blood to make your creations, so be careful not to overuse it in those cases. Stockpiling. This power gives you the ability to convert your stamina into an energy source that you can store and use later. The more energy you accumulate, the stronger the power output and the more abilities you will unlock. The fifth ability in your hotbar allows you to turn stamina into this energy. The first ability allows you to limit the output of the energy you use in your limbs. If you crouch and press the marked area, you will decrease the output of energy. If you press it normally, it will go up. The output allows you to limit the damage your body will receive from the release of this energy. If you go over your current limit, you will damage the limb and it will remain broken for a while. Don't worry though, the more you train with Stockpile, the stronger your body will become and the less damage it will receive at higher energy levels. Once you level up completely, you will be able to constantly flow the energy through your body, making you faster and stronger. You can still limit the output in your limbs by crouching and pressing the first ability. Your second ability allows you to imbue your arm with the power you have accumulated to release it in a powerful punch. Once you gather enough energy, the third ability will appear. This ability allows you to imbue your fingers with the energy, allowing you to shoot bursts of air with a flick of the fingers. The fourth ability that will appear allows you to imbue your legs with the energy, and lets you release it in a burst of energy that propels you upwards. Be careful though, this doesn't mean it will negate fall damage. Pocket Reality. This power grants you the ability to control your own pocket dimension only you can access. Your first ability allows you to create a little tearing space where you can store items. Think of it like a portable ender chest. Your second ability allows you to jump into your pocket dimension. In there, you are able to build your base and store your items. Since only you can access it, it's completely safe. Unless you want to bring someone or something into your pocket reality, in which case you just need to stand near them and then use your ability. Once in your pocket dimension, you will get your third and fourth abilities. Your third ability lets you alter the laws of your reality. With the fourth ability, you can cycle through all the laws you can change. Now pause the video if you want to look at all the laws you can change and their specific symbols. But basically, as a little summary, red equals no powers in your dimension, purple equals reverse gravity, blue equals damage anything inside it, pink equals weak, fatigue and slow, green equals speed and hunger, and then purple / pinkish purple is invincibility. Your fifth and final ability allows you to take control of an area in the real world. While extremely taxing, this area is under your control and will allow you to change the laws of the reality the same way as in your pocket dimension. Basically, it's like a domain expansion. Ocular Psychogenesis. This power grants your eyes mysterious abilities, but they will only reach their full potential if you consistently use the eyes' power. The power is technically divided into two powers. You can get one or you can try to get them both to unlock its full potential, but basically your right eye and your left eye will have different abilities depending on which one you get. Let's start with the left eye. Ocular Psychogenesis Control. With this power, your left eye will manifest the power of control, allowing you to manipulate those you look at. With your eye activated, your first ability allows you to psychologically attack the entity you look at. This will slow them down. If you crouch, you will be able to see your second ability, Power Nullification. Like the name implies, it will let you block a superpower individual's power for a while. Ocular Psychogenesis Emission. With this power, your right eye will manifest the power to affect yourself and the world around you. The second ability in your hotbar will allow you to mimic another person's power. The fourth ability in your hotbar lets you toggle your enhanced reflexes. This ability lets you evade incoming damage. Ocular Psychogenesis Full Vision. That means control plus emission. If you manage to get your hand on both eyes, then your eyes will become more powerful and also you unlock more secret abilities. Danger Sense. This power allows your body to automatically evade any incoming danger in order to keep you from dying. The more you use it, the better your body will become at reacting and evading danger. Super Strength. This power increases the strength and durability of your whole body. Your first ability allows you to block incoming damage. Your second ability allows you to slam the ground and send a powerful shockwave that will damage your enemies. And your third ability allows you to leap high into the air with your powerful leg muscles. Be careful though, this power does not negate fall damage, so be careful. Clairvoyance. This power will grant you information about where in the world any creature or player is. From what I was able to gather, the only thing you'll need is a compass in order to focus your power. You can use the command /clairvoyance Minecraft 2 dots and the entity you want to find, for example a cow or a chicken. This will make your focused compass point you in the direction of where the closest entity specific that you are trying to find is, or was. You can also use /clairvoyance Minecraft 2 dots and then player, and then after that you place your name or the name of any player that you want to find, and the compass will guide you to the location that they were in when you use the command. And finally, you can use /clairvoyance Minecraft 2 dots whatever entity, and you can add the name, and in case you lose your dog or your cat or whatever named creature that you have, you'll be able to find it using this command. Spatial Armament. This power grants you a hammer space to store items, tools, weapons, or armor. Your first ability lets you take out or swap an item from the selected slot in your hammer space. This slot can be filled with both an offhand item and a main item. Your second ability cycles through all 4 slots in your hammer space so you can choose which items you will pull out. Your third ability lets you store a whole set of armor into an armor dedicated slot in your hammer space. At the highest level, the tools, weapons, and armor stored in your hammer space will heal as if they were part of your own body. This means your items are potentially unbreakable. And I just discovered this, at the highest level, Release Armament makes anything that you put on empower you. So you're taking from the durability of your things in order to become stronger. This is really cool. It only happens when you have a full set of armor on though. Plasma Manipulation. This power allows your body to harness the power of plasma that you can use to attack. Your first ability lets you shoot a bolt of plasma that ignites the target. Your second ability coats your body with a layer of plasma, making you more powerful. The Catalyst. This power is the missing piece to get the completed formula to get superpowers with no side effects. The first ability allows you to transfer the Catalyst, and the second ability lets you catalyze a formula vial to turn it into the completed formula. And those are all the powers, the simple powers and the main powers that you can get in this mod. Honestly, it's really impressive what they've done. As you probably saw, not all of the powers are completed, which means they're not obtainable normally. But from what they have done, they're really well made. Like Regenerative Segmentation, that one is not completed, but it still works incredibly. And Plasma Manipulation is still not done, but again, they look awesome and they work perfectly. So honestly, they have been doing an incredible job. Kudos to the team, you guys are doing incredible. And if you guys like the mod, make sure to go and join their Discord, link in the description as always. Download the mod and just have fun with it. It's really fun. As you probably saw, I also added an add-on that I'll be adding in the description, which means that it basically means that villagers can also get powers. If you want to create a single player world and you get, say, Empathic Mimicry or ability Steal, that way you'll be able to get other powers without cheating, you know. Just go and terrorize the villagers, the superpowered villagers. Anyway, hopefully you guys really enjoyed this mod. I had a ton of fun learning all about it. It's a little bit complicated, but once you get the hang of it, it's really fun. There are some projects in the horizon with this add-on specifically. I don't know how much I can say, but just know that it's gonna be really fun. Hopefully you guys will be really happy about those. I'm really excited to start on that. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video, add-on showcase, mod showcase, or whatever the heck I do. Hopefully you guys have an awesome day. Remember to like and subscribe as always, and I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.